Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So it will be really nice if all of you can stay back. It will be just to spend some more time, because it is so precious that we are here assembled in Krishna Mandir. So it's really good to know some teachings from Krishna. And also, as many would be knowing, Hare Krishna, we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare refers to the divine energy of Krishna, who is none other than Radharani. So Hare means Radharani. And Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavan Sri Krishna means all attractive in Hindi, in Sanskrit. So in Kali Yuga especially, it's mentioned that chanting of this holy name is the best way for God realization, for Krishna consciousness, to develop our Krishna consciousness, so chanting the holy name. So two most important things in bhakti life, Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravanam means hearing the holy name, and Kirtanam is chanting the holy name. So we request everyone, just join hands together when the Aarti starts, just pour our hearts out and sing for the pleasure of Krishna. Because if Krishna becomes very pleased with our lives will be very successful and very happy. So the best way to please Krishna is by chanting the holy names together. So we request everyone to just join hands, and if you can clap as well. Request everyone to stand up for the Aarti. Hare Krishna. जय श्री राधा गोकुलंद की, जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, गौर निताय की, प्रभुपाद की। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णा प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णा प्रस्थाय श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाशतादिशतारिणे। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाशतादिशतारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram Jaya Sitaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, 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 Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Okay, we're asking everyone to put their arms in the air nice and high. If you can, please take a deep breath and repeat after me as loud as you can, please. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back. You did very well on that part. We're going to test you on the next part, which is called Premadhwani. If you can put your hands together. For example, if I say Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki, you will say? Jai. Jai. That wasn't too bad, but I know you can do a little better. So we'll try once again with a bit more enthusiasm. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki. Jai. That's a lot better. Well done. I knew you could do it. Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahans Parivarajagacharya Ashtotara Shata Shri Srimad, His Loving Divine Grace of High Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai. Sanat Gaudi Vaishnav Vrinda ki Namchar Shri Haridas Thakur ki Shri Rup Shri Sanatan Bhatt Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatt Das Raghunath Sad Goswami Prabhupada ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasti Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Madan Mohan Shamakun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki Ganga Mai Jamuna Mai ki Gopsi Maharani Bhakti Devi ki Hari Nam Sankirtan Yuga Dharma ki Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki Sri Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki Nilachal Jagannath Puri Dham ki Sri Dwarkapuri Dham ki Sri Ayodhya Dham ki Sri Bhaktivedanta Manor Dham ki Vaishnav Sangha Vaishnav Seva ki Samaveda Bhaktivinoda ki. So the next part, I say all glories to assembled devotees, then you will say Hare Krishna. Okay. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Okay. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. We humbly request everyone to sit down for a few minutes. We're going to sing the prayers for Lord Nrsingadev, who is the protector of the devotees, Bhakta Rakshak, and protector of Prahlad Maharaj. And then after that, we'll have a little talk on the Gita, and then there will be prasad. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Paradaladaine Hiranyakasipur Vaksahai. Hiranyakasipur Vaksahai. Silakam Kanakhalaya. O Silakam Kanakhalaya. Ito Narsima Parato Narsima. Ito Narsima Parato Narsima. Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsima. Bahe Narsima Hridaye Narsima. Bahe Narsima Hridaye Narsima. Narasimha Madin Saranam Prapade. O Narasimha Madin Saranam Prapade. Tav kar kamal bare nakham adbhuta singam dalita hiranyakasipo tano bhingam kesavadheta narhari rupa jaya jagadesha hare jaya jagadesha hare jaya jagadesha hare tav kar kamal bare nakham adbhuta singam dalita hiranyakasipo tanu bhingam kesavadheta narhari rupa jaya jagadesha hare jaya jagadesha hare jaya हरे जय केशवधेता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधेता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज हो जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव हो निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय श्री श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna. Okay, so who's been here first time today? Who's first time? Yeah. Okay, all of you lot. Okay, where did you come from today? Wembley. Wembley. Okay, and what about yourself? Coventry. Okay, very nice. Anybody else? Ashford in Kent. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And we have someone from Brazil here. She was first time last week, is it? No, it's the second time now, is it? Yeah, from where? Who else? From where? Collindale. Okay, just down the road. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there was somebody from Harrow. Harrow's, 20 minutes away. So I was saying to them, okay, who's been here first time? And the guy said last time, I've been here first time. Yeah. And then I said, oh, we've only been open 51 years, like that. And, from Singapore? No, but is she a good singer? Yeah, if you're from Singapore, you have to be a good singer. Okay, if you are from Singapore, then you have to worship Lord Nrsimha. Yeah. Okay, anyway, those who come first time, you're welcome. Those of you who come many, many times, you're also welcome, So earlier today, it was a bit wet and windy and cloudy, and then people were looking out the window, and they were thinking, should I go to the temple or should I not, Some people, they never made it. They just thought, I'll sit by the radiator, and watch television and get bored as usual, But those of you, you decide, okay, I don't care if it's windy, it's cold, or it's overcast, or raining. I'm going to come and see Krishna and see Ram, and see Prabhupada and meet the devotees. So then you did some tapasya. That means you performed some austerity for a higher spiritual purpose. So then you get extra blessings, So well done for that. So now we just need a few minutes of your time before you're gonna go to the Haveli soon, and you're gonna have some food for belly, which is prasad. But before that, Shyam Prabhu here, he's gonna share with you some spiritual message, some food for thought, some spiritual message for the day. So Shyam has been studying Bhagavad Gita, and he's been telling me how amazing it is, and so many realizations and so many illuminations he's getting from Bhagavad Gita. So I said to him, don't just keep it for yourself, share it with others as well, so they can be inspired and they can also have the opportunity to have Gita and read Gita. Who's got a Bhagavad Gita at home? Put your hand up. Yeah, oh, quite a few, okay. So keep your hand up if you regularly read Bhagavad Gita. And then put both hands up if you regularly keep it on the shelf. Yeah. Okay, so your shelf will make a lot of progress, you know, like that. So, as it is. Yeah, as it is. Okay, Sham, you share some message with them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. That was wonderful singing together. I was so excited because the energy levels, everybody were like just singing for the Aarti together. And this is something which pleases Krishna the most. And I was really able to see the difference. You know, today everybody were like just joining in, and the kind of energy levels was amazing. So thank you very much for giving your association and on this day. And very interestingly, I believe tomorrow is Father's Day. And I'm sure many fathers will be very proudly looking forward what they're going to get tomorrow. Actually, we are just now singing about this Narasimha prayer. And many of you know this beautiful story, isn't it? Where the little Bhakta Prahalad, he was actually having a demoniac father who was ready to kill his own son, right? But Bhakta Prahalad had so much of faith and love on Krishna that he was constantly telling his father, you know, and his father was so envious. Hiranyakashipu was so envious, right? He was saying, are you saying that Vishnu is out here? And he said, Father, Vishnu is everywhere. And then he asked, like, are you saying that Vishnu is there in this pillar as well? Yes, Father, he's there in this pillar also. And then he goes to strike the pillar, and that's when Narasimhadev comes out of the pillar, right? We all know this beautiful one. And I was just remembering this beautiful sloka from Bhagavad Gita, where many of you would be familiar. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samstapanardaya sambhavami yuge yuge. We get even goosebumps even now when we listen to that sloka, isn't it? Such an inspiring sloka where Krishna Bhagavan is giving us this knowledge through Bhagavad Gita, that every yoga after yoga, he comes in different avatars. He's come in the form of Narasimha avatar. He's come in the form of Rama avatar. Then in Kali Yuga, which avatar did Krishna Bhagavan come? Kalikale Nama Rupa Krishna avatar, which means just like how Krishna came in different avatars, in Kali Yuga, Bhagavan Sri Krishna has descended in the form of Nama avatar. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra that you are chanting, this is the Nama avatar of Krishna. So we have to understand when you are chanting the holy name of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the Nama avatar of Krishna. So Krishna, it is as good as seeing Krishna in person. When you are chanting this holy name of Krishna, immediately you are in contact with Krishna. So that is the kind of a faith that we should have. This Krishna Katha is so important because when we see the faith that Bhakta Prahalad had on Krishna, at any point of time he was saying, yes, he is there. And because seeing the devotion of this wonderful devotee Bhakta Prahalad, that Krishna came in the form of Narasimha avatar, right? And I wanted to just start off with a beautiful story about faith. This is about faith because, you know, if many of us come from the Indian background and we would have heard about different caste systems and all these things. But we have to understand from Bhagavad Gita perspective, what does Krishna say about caste system, right? So Krishna says, Chaturvarnyam Maya Sustam Guna Karma Vibhagasha, where Krishna is saying these 4 divisions of human society, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Sudras, these 4 divisions of the human society, Krishna tells that in Bhagavad Gita that he only started these 4 divisions of the human society. But they were not based on caste system, that is based on your gunas. So even if you come from a Sudra family, if you have Kshatriya spirit, you have the spirit to go and fight, you have the spirit to go and defend the people who are weak, then you are a Kshatriya, even though you are born in a Sudra family. So it all based on gunas and the quality of work that we do, right? So it happened one story in Udupi where one of the devotee, he was actually from a lower community. So he was actually singing for Krishna. He wanted to go into the temple of Udupi, and the Brahminical culture at that time, they did not allow the devotee to enter into the temple. They said, no, sorry, you are from a lower community, you can't enter. So he was just singing outside the temple, and they did not allow him to be standing outside the temple. So he went towards the side of the temple, and he started singing for Krishna, crying and saying, Krishna, I'm not able to come into the temple, but I'm praying for you. And he was doing kirtan for Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna was so touched by the devotion of this particular devotee called Kanakadas, who was standing outside the temple, that Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself turned, the whole deity of Krishna turned the other side. And over there, wherever he turned, wherever the devotee was actually doing kirtan for Krishna, a big block of this thing got removed from that in the form of a window. And Krishna was given his darshan to the devotee over there. So even now, if you go to the Udupi temple, you'll have to seek the darshan from the other side. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is showing us that it doesn't depend on which community, which caste you belong to. What is the most important thing is how much of love and devotion that you have in Krishna. Mam hi partha vyapashritya ye pisyo papayonaha sriyo vaishyas tata sudra te pipam karam gatim. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, irrespective of whichever community that you belong to, whether you're a Shudra, Kshatriya, or anybody, doesn't matter. Krishna Bhagavan is telling in Bhagavad Gita that anybody who takes shelter of Krishna, anybody who's in love with Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says everybody has the opportunity to reach to Krishna and to get the blessings of Krishna Bhagavan. Nobody is forbidden, even if they may not allow you into temple. Krishna himself turned the other side to give devotion to someone from the lower community. So these stories are so important. Krishna Katha is so important because it will give us faith in Bhagavan Sri Krishna, right? All of us, we need faith in our lives to have more devotion towards Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So this is a message, one of the messages that we want to give from Bhagavad Gita. Second thing is, all of us, we belong to this great Sanatan Dharma, which has been going on from thousands and thousands of years, right? And many times we get questioned, why you people of Sanatan Dharma, you worship idols? Why you worship statues? What does Bhagavad Gita say about this? What is the message of Bhagavad Gita about idol worship? So Bhagavan Arjuna is a spokesman on behalf of all of us. So he is asking Krishna, Evam satata yukta ye bhaktasvam paryupashate ye chapayaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Where Krishna, he is asking Krishna, please tell me which is the right way to worship you. Should we worship you as a formless God? God doesn't have a form. Or should we worship you in your personal form, in a deity form? So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is answering this. This is in chapter 12, Bhakti Yoga, verse number 2, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, Mayavasya mano yemam nitya yukta upashate shraddhaya paro yopeta tame yukta tamamataha. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, of all the devotees, you asked me two questions, whether I should worship you as a formless God or God with a form. So Krishna himself, the Supreme Lord, is saying, those who fix their mind on my personal form, that is the deity form, and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith, Arjuna, I consider that to be the most perfect kind of worship. So now you understand in Sanatan Dharma why we worship. One, we don't do idol worship, we do deity worship. We do Archa Vigraha, incarnation of God. Right? And second thing, why we worship God in the deity form is because God himself, Krishna Bhagavan himself is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga, chapter number 12, verse number 2, that always worship me in my personal form. You all know the beautiful story. I just want to cover this another beautiful story of deity worship, right? In Puri, there is a temple called Tota Gopinath. Have anybody heard about Tota Gopinath? Okay, I will tell you the story of this Tota Gopinath, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna was here, just like over here, standing over there, right? Similarly, in Tota Gopinath, Lord Krishna was actually standing. And there was this devotee of Gadadhar Pandit who was daily worshipping Krishna. And one day, he said, Krishna, he was just talking to the deity. He said, I'm becoming very old. I'm not able to stand up and worship. From tomorrow, I'm going to get you another pujari to worship you. And Krishna came in his dream and he said, Gadadhar Pandit, I want you only to worship me. And if you're finding it difficult to stand up and worship, from tomorrow I will be sitting down so that you can be easy to worship. So Gadadhar Pandit thought it's a dream. And morning when he came to the temple and he seen that Krishna was actually sitting down instead of standing. Even now, if you go to the Tota Gopinath temple in Puri, you will see the Krishna is actually, the deity of Krishna is actually sitting over there. So the most important thing what we have to understand is Krishna can reciprocate in any way. He can reciprocate in the form of a devotee. He can reciprocate when we are chanting the holy name of Hare Krishna. Everything is the same spiritual platform. The most important thing is how much bhakti that we have. So Krishna says, Ye yatamam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham, which means according to your faith, according to your level of surrender, I am also reciprocating accordingly. Ananyas chintayanto ma ye jana paryupashate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogashemam vahamyaham. Where Krishna is saying, anybody who's engaged in bhakti life towards me and are always doing mantra meditation on me, for them I will preserve what they have, and I'll give them whatever they have. Your yoga shemam, that means your welfare, I will take care of it. Not only us, but the entire thing. And on this Father's Day that is coming up tomorrow, one of the most important things that struck to me from Bhagavad Gita is where Krishna Bhagavan says, Pitaham asya jagato mata data pitamaha, where he's saying, I am the father and mother of this entire universe. He is our eternal father. So you can see, even though Bhakta Prahalad has a demonic father like Hiranyakashipu, he was having complete faith on the eternal father who is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who came in the form of Narasimha Avatar and protected him. Right? So Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Mamai Vamsa Jeva Loke, Jeva Bhuta Sanatana, Mana Shastra Indriyani Prakriti Stani Karshiti, where he's saying that all of us, we are part and parcel of Krishna. We have a higher dimension, a higher nature beyond all of this. We are all right now conditioned by, I'm an Indian, I'm a Russian, I'm an American, I'm a South American, I'm a North American, like this, all we have different identities. But beyond all this identity, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying you have a much, much higher identity, that you actually belong to me. So we have to understand. And Krishna Bhagavan says the reason why here in this mandir we give so much of importance is bhakti. Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 kind of devotees who come to the temple. Right? 4 kind of devotees. One devotee who is having some material problems. All of us, we have problems in this material world. And another person who's actually wanting to have a lot of money. Daulat. Everybody needs money. So you want to have a lot of wealth and so many buildings and cars and all that wealth. So one who's in material problems, one who's asking for wealth. And the third person is quite inquisitive. They just want to come to the temple to see, what is it about? Just inquiry kind of thing. And the 4th kind of a devotee is someone who's come for the love of Krishna, who wants to just come and see the beautiful form of Krishna. Right? Recently one devotee had come, and she was telling me, whenever I see Krishna, my tears are coming out from my eyes. I said, how fortunate you are, that whenever you see God, tears are coming out of our eyes. What else do you want? This is the kind of bhakti that Krishna says. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham jnani nitya yukta eka bhaktir vishishyate priyo hi jnanino chartam aham sacha mama priya. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, these 4 kind of devotees come to the temple. People who are having material problems, people who want wealth, people who are very inquisitive, and 4th thing is people who come for the love of Krishna. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, out of all these 4 kind of devotee, Arjuna, the one who has come out of me for love of me, because he wants to see me, I consider him the best. For I am very dear to him and he is very dear to me. So you can see the Krishna Bhagavan, what he is wanting is love from all of us. And just like all of us, we have experienced, every father would have experienced, right? When a child takes the money from his father only, but takes something nice, buys something nice for his father and gives it to the father. Can you imagine the happiness of the father? How happy the father. Father knows that he has bought it with his money only, right? But still, when a child is going and buying something for his father, saying, Father, I brought this for you. Can you imagine the tears will fall, keep rolling down the eyes of the father. Why? Because this is pure love. He has brought it out of pure love. Similarly, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is wanting this kind of a love from all of us. Neha Bikramanasosti Pratyavayona Vidyate Swalpam Abhyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahatova. Krishna is saying, even if you do little bit of devotion, just chant 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just out of love, early in the morning, just give me 1 fruit or leaf or flower or water. These small things, Krishna is very, very pleased. So in this way, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, because why is he speaking Bhagavad Gita to us? Because he's got a beautiful, intimate relation with all of us, that we are all children of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And we are all have our ancestors and again ancestors and their grandfathers and all that. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Pitahamasya Jagato. He is the entire father for the entire universe. Everything is starting from Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And he's giving us so much of a love. A lot of people, I had a Western friend who said, why you guys don't worship Brahma? Brahma is a creator, no? He's so cool. Like that they were saying. So, but we can see through Brahma Samhita that even Brahma is worshipping Krishna. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundara chinta guna swarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. How we can see Krishna is, when you develop the love for Krishna, then you will be able to see Krishna at every place wherever you go. So Brahma himself is praying, worshipping to Krishna. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita that up to the level of Brahmaloka, everywhere there are places of misery. That means again, even if you go to Brahmaloka, you will enjoy over there and again you will come back into this material world. But Krishna says, but one who reaches my supreme planet, that is Krishna Loka, they will never come back again. The cycle is over. Once you go to Krishna Loka, everything is over. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna loves all of us so much that he's given this Bhagavad Gita as a life guide, telling that children, just keep this life guide with you. Bhagavad Gita is not a book to be read when you are in retirement. That is too late. You can also, Krishna also explains how to leave the world, but that's another topic. But the most important thing is Krishna is telling how to live life in this material world without having any sinful reactions. Because everything that we do has some karmic reaction that comes out of it, right? So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling us how to spiritualize our day-to-day life. Yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhosi, dadasi yad tapasyasi, kaunteya, tad kuriso madarpana. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, whatever you do in your life, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever charity you do everything as an offering to me. Krishna Bhagavan is saying, right? Why is Krishna saying, do everything as an offering to me? He's saying, when you start your work, Om Krishna Arpanam. Just pray to Krishna and start your work. Chant the holy name of Krishna and start your work. When you're eating something, offer it to Krishna, that will become Mahaprasadam. If you offer a small place in your house and worship Krishna, that becomes your Devalayam. Like that, Krishna is saying, do everything as an offering to me. By doing that, what happens is, you will be freed from all the reactions. Shubha Shubha Palerevam Mokshasi Karma Bandhana Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimuktamam Yupasyasi. In this way, you will be freed from all the auspicious and inauspicious results. And you will be free and you will be liberated and you will come to me also. So Krishna is giving you the art of living. That if you do everything as an offering for Krishna, then Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, you will get mukti and bhakti both. And you will come directly to Krishna Loka also. I wanted to just share one small story. This is a story of faith and it's my own personal story. This is my third country. I've been living in the US and Singapore, and this is my third country. And 6 years back, I lost my job and I was not getting my next job. And was struggling for 7-8 months, no job. I don't know what happened because I got so much of experience, international experience, best Fortune 500 companies. And I said, okay, I'm going to take a break. And I took a break. I went to my hometown. There was Krishna temple being constructed over there. And this is an experience of faith. So I went out there, and then one of the devotees who came with a catalog, he said, we are collecting donations for this new Krishna temple construction. Would you like to donate something? I said, yeah, definitely. I was so excited because I already was practicing Krishna consciousness. I said, I'm so excited. And suddenly I remembered that I don't have a job. So I told him, Prabhu, I just love to do it. I know it's a very, very big donation, thousands of pounds, but I said, I want to do it, but I don't have a job. And this man told me one thing. He said, Prabhu, I see that you are very excited to do something for Krishna. If you're really so happy about doing things for Krishna, I will take down your name. If Krishna gives you back your job, and Krishna, if you get your money, and if you have enough of money, then you can come and donate to the temple. And if you cannot do that, if Krishna is not giving you a job, if you don't have anything, then forget that we don't have this conversation. We will not ask you. You don't need to even respond. We will not even follow up with you. You don't have to worry at all. And then I asked my mother. My mother said, everything belongs to Krishna. What is yours? There's nothing yours. So I gave my name. And then as soon as I came back to London, I was just enjoying my vacation. I just came back. And the very next month, almost I can say 6 months, 6 years, it's been this June, is when I came back. And the very next month, without even searching, a job came searching for me, saying that this job, this is perfectly suiting your profile, and I'm still doing the same job. And with so much of a money that I just called up the devotee and I said, Prabhuji, great news. After 8 months, now I got back my job. And after 6 months, I told him, Prabhuji, I have even completed whatever I committed as a donation to you. And then the devotee said, did I not tell you this? When you leave everything as a responsibility to Krishna, when you want to do something for Krishna, Krishna will take up the responsibility. Because this is what he told me. Just leave the responsibility to Krishna. Krishna will do it. So I wanted to just share this message of faith, message of realization that all of us, we have an eternal Father, that Bhagavan Sri Krishna. All we have to do is turn our hearts towards Him. Just chant the holy names of Krishna early in the morning. This is what we do. Chant the names of Krishna, and just whatever little bit you have, just light a lamp and just offer a fruit or a leaf. Very simple to worship Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says there are 4 things we have to do in order to attain Krishna Bhagavan. Manmana bhava madbhakta majjadi mam namaskuru mam ivaisasi yuktva atmanam madparayanam. Krishna says, engage your mind always in thinking of me. How can you engage your mind? By always chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. How can you become a devotee of Krishna? By following the instructions. Just like how Arjuna followed the instructions of Krishna, you also open up Bhagavad Gita and see what are the instructions that Krishna is giving. Follow this instruction and become my devotee and worship me, Lord Krishna says. And Krishna not only tells you to worship, but Krishna says how to worship you also. Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhakta prayachati tadaham bhaktya upahiritam asnami prayatatmana. So simple to worship Krishna. He says 1 flower, 1 leaf, 1 flower. Can't we give that? 1 fruit and water. Krishna says, I will happily accept it. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna wants to give us this message through Bhagavad Gita, telling that I am there for you. Whatever battles you fight in your life, just add Krishna in your battles. And you will see that no matter how many problems come in your life, Krishna will give you the strength to fight your battles. And this is what he's telling Arjuna. Hato va prapsasi swargam jitva va boksasi mahim tasmad uttistaya kauntaya yuddhaya kritanishchaya. Arjuna, either you will be killed on this battlefield and you will attain the heavenly planets, or you will win this war and you will enjoy the kingdom. So get up and fight. So this is the message that he's giving, Krishna is giving to all of us, to stand up and fight. We have Krishna Bhagavan with you, right? And the final message from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, signature sloka, Sarva dharman parichajya mam ekam saranam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshisyami masuchaha. Krishna is saying, get rid of all, abandon all rituals and all religions and everything. Just surrender unto me and I will protect you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear, I am there for you. So this is our eternal Father, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. It all depends on how much we love him. And every day you can see Krishna is reciprocating in your life. All we have to do is take 1 golden step towards Krishna to chant the holy names of Krishna. That's all. And then you will see how Krishna will start reciprocating to you. Ye yatamam prapajyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. According to your devotion, I am also reciprocating accordingly. So I want to give you this beautiful message, and I wanted to humbly thank all of you with so much of patience. You are so kind that you took this time to listen to Bhagavad Gita. I spent a little bit more time, but this is because we are inspired to share this message. We are so fortunate of Sanatan Dharma that all of us, we belong to the Sanatan Dharma. We have Bhagavan Sri Krishna with us. All we have to do is just to take to Krishna consciousness, chant the names, and then Krishna will take care of the rest. And we have so much of a guidance of spiritual master Prabhupada, who's sitting over there. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshana. Krishna himself is telling Bhagavad Gita, one should have a spiritual master and one should serve the spiritual master. And the spiritual master is an external representative of Krishna, will give us all this knowledge which will take us back to Krishna. And our spiritual master is such an inspiring story of our Guru, Prabhupada. At the age of 69, he took the sacrifice. He went all the way to the US, surviving 2 heart attacks and starting with nothing, no money, no contacts, nothing. He just landed up in the US and started this whole movement by chanting the holy name of Krishna. And within 10 years, with nothing in his hand, no money, nothing, he started 110 temples all around the world. Can you believe it? In 10 years, 108 temples all around the world. And today there are more than 1,000 temples. Just everything started with chanting the holy names. So we are so fortunate. We have Bhagavad Gita. There are so many Bhagavad Gitas in the market, but what we follow here is Bhagavad Gita as it is, written by our Srila Prabhupada, translated by our spiritual master Prabhupada, who has given this word-to-word translation. So you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to Google. You always have our guidance of our spiritual master who has given us this knowledge. And Krishna Bhagavan himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see in the middle in golden dhoti. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna Bhagavan himself. 500 years back he came over here. And on the left side in blue colored dhoti is Nityananda, who is none other than Balaram. So Krishna and Balaram in Dwapara Yuga came again in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda to give us this knowledge that you don't need to study the Vedas, you do not have so much of knowledge, study the Vedas, do everything. But by just chanting the holy names of Krishna, you will get all the benefits of reading the Vedas. There's a beautiful sloka which I want to share, which I will end with that. Vedeshu yajneshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratistam atyeti tat sarvam vidam viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti chadyam. This is the final sloka where Krishna Bhagavan is saying, The person who's chanting the holy names of Krishna, he will get all the benefits of studying the Vedas, whatever benefits you get by studying the Vedas, whatever benefits you get by doing fire sacrifices, yajnas, and all these things. All those benefits you will get in Kali Yuga by just chanting the holy names of Krishna. So you can imagine how powerful the names of Krishna. So this is the reason why we request everyone, chant the holy names of Krishna early in the morning, and then you can see how Krishna will come in your life and protect you in all circumstances. Can I request everyone to join hands? Let's do one round of chanting together and glorify Krishna. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavad Gita is so powerful that even if we know one sloka, our life will be successful. So I want to request everyone, we do this on every Saturday, please do a repeat call, just repeat after me this one sloka in your life. Patram Pushpam, Palam Toyam, Yome Bhakta, Prayachati, Dadaham, Bhaktya, Upahritam, Asnami, Prayatatmana. Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam, Yome Bhakta, Prayachati, Tadaham Bhaktya Upahritam, Asnami, Prayatatmana. Where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, with love and devotion, if you offer me a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will happily accept it. So people who have you never had a chance to read the Bhagavad Gita, this is your first sloka in your life. Take it as an inspiration, take it as a motivation, and Krishna will guide you on this beautiful journey of Krishna Bhakta. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Shyam, for sharing some message from Bhagavad Gita, some spiritual message we can take away with it. So now, if you want to make your way down the courtyard, down the steps to the Haveli, the first hall on the right, they are serving some Mahaprasad. So also, those of you who haven't been to see the cows, you can go to the Goshala, you can go and feed the cows, and there's the George Harrison Memorial Garden over there, and the woodland walk all the way around the lake with Gita Shlok. So in the temple room at 6 o'clock there will be another Bhagavad Gita class. Then 7 o'clock will be the next arti. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
You have 7 row?
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavang Sri Rupam Rakrajatam Ragana Raghunathan Nitam Tang Sadivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Varijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhana Lalita Sri Radha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
What's your name?
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
This name had to go deadly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Give me my
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Vivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Prabhu
Because you get hot all the time.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hey Krishna 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 Hey Krishna 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 Raksha Mam Krishna 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 Pahi Mam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnava Vangsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitansham Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhajate Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Yeah, I think we should close the door because there's kirtan going on. Hope you're having a good time here at Bhaktivedanta Manor. So, this evening we'll do a verse from chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 4 and 5. So, we'll do some prayers first and then we'll start with the verse. Yeah? You can repeat after me. Yeah? Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Navallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you so much for joining everyone this evening. So today we have verse, don't think it is updated here. So it's from chapter 10, verse 4-5. So we'll do prayers first and then we'll go with the verse. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha Kalpataru Brascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much for joining. So we'll look at verse. I'll say the Sanskrit, and if you can repeat after me, I'll go one line at a time. Yeah. Buddhir Jnanam Asammoha Kshama Satyam Damakshamaha Sukham Dukkham Bhavo Bhavo Sukham Dukkham Bhavo Bhavo Bhayam Cha Bhayameva Cha Bhayam Cha Bhayameva Cha Ahimsa Samata Tustis Ahimsa Samata Tustis Tapodanam Yasho Yashaha Tapodanam Yasho Yashaha Bhavanti Bhavabhutanam Bhavanti Bhavabhutanam Matta Eva Pratakvidaha Matta Eva Pratakvidaha. Thank you so much. Translation. intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy, all these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Krishna says this in chapter 10. So before we go into verse, let's look at, let's zoom out and see where we are exactly in Bhagavad Gita. So anyone who has read Bhagavad Gita before? Here? No? Okay. So Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters in total, and it is divided in 3 parts. So the first 6 chapters, it is called Karma Yoga. So the knowledge of the yoga of success, Karma Yoga. And the middle 6 chapters, which is 7 to 12, they are called, they have knowledge of Bhakti Yoga, or the yoga of love, the devotional service. And then the last 6 chapters come under Jnana Yoga, or the yoga of wisdom. So we are in 10th chapter, which means we are in the center of the Bhagavad Gita, which is the 7 to 12, which is under Bhakti Yoga. And the 10th chapter, which we are going to see the verse from today, in 10th chapter, the title of the chapter is Opulence of the Absolute. So opulence means wealth. So what is Krishna all about? So Krishna is explaining in this chapter all about himself. So he started that in chapter 9 itself. He's talking about himself. He's giving secret knowledge, confidential knowledge, which was Raj Vidya. And now he's going into the absolute knowledge of it. So he's talking more about himself and how to understand him. So this is a chapter in which he also shows his form to Arjun. And in the center of the chapter, there are 4 verses. So every Shastra has its like a jewel, like the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. So the 4 verses, which is also called Chaturshloki, or the 4, which is Chaturshloki Gita, or in those 4 verses, there is the essence of Gita is there. That 4 verses are in this particular chapter. So the summary of this chapter is, in the first few verses, Krishna talks about that he is source of everything. So everything comes from him. In Isha Upanishad as well, it is said that Om Purnam Purnamidam. So he is the whole. And from him, the whole, if you remove anything, the whole still remains, because he is infinite. If you remove anything from infinite, the whole still remains as infinite. So he is saying that he is source of everything. And then in the middle of the 10th chapter, he is actually Chaturshloki. He is giving the essence of Gita, that what exactly is the message, which is to surrender onto Krishna. And then in the last few verses, he talks about his presence everywhere, that he is present in each and every atom and each and every ounce of this material and spiritual world. So he is everywhere. So that is an overview of 10th chapter. Now we'll go into the first part, the verses which we just now read. Maybe what the purport is quite long, so maybe we can read along and then also try to unpack it side by side. So Prabhupada in this first sentence, what he says is, different qualities of living entities, be good or bad, are all created by Krishna. And they are described here, as you saw, non-violence, satisfaction, and also fame and infamy. So negative as well as positive qualities. So sometimes the first question comes that positive is okay, all good comes from Krishna, but how come bad is also coming from Krishna? So that sometimes hits us, like how is that possible? And then Prabhupada explains there, ye yatha mam prapadyante. He explains in chapter 4, I think verse 11 it is, where whatever you want, Krishna gives that. So if we look at the pastime of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad, So Hiranyakashipu was a demon. He was the greatest demon. So what he wanted, Krishna provided him to become the best of the demons. And Prahlad, 5-year-old, and he provided what he wanted. He wanted devotion and love of Krishna. So when Hiranyakashipu was so fed up of Prahlad always taking Narayan's name, always taking Krishna's name, and he's like, can you stop doing that? I am the God. Why are you taking Krishna's name? And then he's like, why are you not scared of me? He's like, he's like the great demon. And he's 5-year-old boy, and his father is trying to kill him by some or the other means. And Hiranyakashipu once was so troubled and fed up, and he's like, where do you get your energy from? Where do you get your power from? And Prahlad gave a very beautiful answer, from the same place where you get your power from. So it is the same source. And he said that he is our father. So I also get energy from him, and you also get energy from him, which was really a very, ego-hurting thing for Hiranyakashipu. And then he became mad, and later on he, hit the pillar from which then Narasimhadev came. And this is what happened. That frame of that picture over there shows you what happened later on with Hiranyakashipu. So this is a beautiful example where everything, whatever is there, good or bad, everything comes from Krishna. And as we saw the example, so it is for us. Krishna gives us free will, isn't it? He gives us free will that we have to choose. And what if he didn't give us free will? Yesterday, in one of the sessions, we were discussing why Krishna has to give us free will. He can just, like dictate what he wants, and everything will be nice, because we don't have, our intelligence is not that fine, and we might choose wrong things. So why even he is taking chance? But then that is his love, that if he is not giving free will, then there is no love between them and him, them and us, isn't it? So that is his way of loving us, and that's why he gives us free will. So he, even after saying the entire Bhagavad Gita, at the end he tells Arjuna, now you decide whatever you want to do. I have given you all the knowledge, now you decide. So sometimes I'm a mom of a 12-year-old, and I sometimes try to control things, and because she also attends Bhagavad Gita, she's like, Mummy, even Krishna gave Arjun choice, and you're not giving me a choice. I'm like, okay, now I have to really, she's using Shastra against me, like that. So yes, Krishna gives us choice, isn't it? He's very lovable, and I'm possibly not that lovable, Mom. So yes. So let's look at the first quality which we have. So here, buddhir, intelligence. So here, the intelligence which Krishna is talking about, that's not the academic intelligence, which we have. This is more of what do you say, the subtle and the fine knowledge. For example, if I say 5 kg potatoes are for 2 pounds, so there's no intelligence in there. It's just a fact. You collect it, and you use that information somewhere. So there is no intelligence involved in it. But if I say body is not cause of soul, or soul is not cause of body, then you are thinking, okay, what is she exactly trying to tell? So body came and soul is not the cause of it, but then soul is there, and then on top of it there is body, isn't it? So there should be some cause. So cause is desire. So now you have to really think, okay, so this is intelligence. This is where we have to really think and analyze what was told. And in scriptures as well, when you start reading, sometimes people, that's why don't turn to Bhagavad Gita or spiritual scriptures, because they feel it is very difficult to understand. But Srila Prabhupada has made it so simple for us. For each and every Sanskrit word, he has translated it into an English word. And for each and every, and even if you are struggling with like Devanagari Lipi, he has also done transliteration, which means he has converted everything into English, where you can read Sanskrit, but it is like English. When you read it, you can use your pronunciation and get through it. And then there is a translation as well, and then he has given the description of everything, what it means, what that verse means, and so that we understand. So previously, there is one book called Salted Bread. It's all about how Krishna consciousness spread in Russia, and then in those days, because Russia was a communist country, they used to underground, they used to write Bhagavad Gita by hand. And then it used to get passed, and then somebody else used to then write. So this is how they passed the Bhagavad Gita underground. And if they were caught, they were either killed or they were really given a very bad treatment. So you should read this book, Salted Bread. And then that really gives us a perspective that, oh my God, it is so easy for us. We can just open our phone, go on Vedabase and start reading Bhagavad Gita. But it is still so difficult for us to, reach to it. So we really have to take advantage of what is available to us. In that sense. So we were talking about intelligence, and we were talking that intelligence here, which Krishna is explaining, is not the material or gross intelligence about the information. So nowadays, intelligence means that if you know this much, then you are intelligent. When we are in a meeting or when we are with friends, and then they talk about certain topics in politics and think, oh, like, this person is very intelligent, but they are just collecting information. They are just an information box. That's not intelligence. So we are going in the wrong direction when we our perception of intelligence has changed. But the real intelligence is understanding the finer things of life, understanding the crux of it, and then looking at the scriptures and understanding them. So that is real intelligence. And when you start reading, you might find it difficult, but over the time, because of your endeavors, Krishna gives you that strength, and then you start developing something called Shastra Chakshu. So Shastra Chakshu is your ability to understand scriptures. So that starts developing when you endeavor. So when you endeavor, then Krishna also starts giving you that, that strength. He also starts taking steps towards it. And then again, the more you listen, the more you read, the more you understand, and the intelligence starts becoming more and more finer. Like this, there are small things, like sometimes this is still a noisy place now, but morning class is really like pin drop silence when the person is talking. And then some people, when they walk, they're like dhar dhar dhar, the way they will walk, like, because they are not able to get, their fineness is, the subtlety is not there. So they are making that voice, but they are not aware of that while they are walking, their footsteps are making that everybody is, instead of listening to the person who is giving a class, they are looking at this person who is walking. And some people, you will say that, see that they will be, they like tiptoe and walk, because they are so subtle, and they are so careful about this. So this is when we start moving from gross to subtle, and our intelligence starts refining, and then we start looking at subtle things. The way my daughter sits on sofa, like, even I move when I'm sitting beside her. I'm like, Avni, why are you doing that? So it's like, there is some grossness. And then over the time, you will see that some people are very subtle. They will come, you will not even, come to know that they have just came in the room, or they are so fine, refined in their actions. And though that refinement in their physical actions are because they have refinement in the internal process as well. So the external helps internal, and the internal helps external, like that. It goes complementary, like that. So somebody who is, when they are walking, they're pushing people here, and they're not aware internally as well. They are like that. Their makeup of their mind is like that. They are not very, very together, we can say. The second one, which here Krishna says, is knowledge. So again, here as well. So in terms of knowledge, I was just reflecting on this when I was preparing for lecture, and decades back, when I joined as a young software engineer, I was, like, full of myself, like, okay, I'm joining this IT company, and I was a developer at that time, if it makes sense to any one of you. So I remember that every time I used to have any problem, the seniors in the team, they used to direct me to this one particular person, and all the young people who all joined, this person used to give us, tips on how to solve that error, or how to take care of that issue. And then I was really, like, wow, this person is so intelligent. Maybe they have gone to a very top class university or something like that. And then over the time, I became friends with this person, and over the tea break or something, I asked him like, which university you are like, you know everything. You are like so smart. And he's like, no, I like asked which university you did your software engineering or computers. And then he's like, that I didn't do computers. I'm like, okay. I'm like a commerce student. I'm like, oh, wow. And then at that time, I was, more foolish than I am now. But it didn't make sense. But now when I think back, I'm like, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It is just his experience, because he was doing it day in and day out. He didn't need a software engineering degree to do that work, which I was feeling that, oh, wow, I am like this person and, I can do X, Y, Z. And then that was my understanding of knowledge and our understanding of knowledge, that our degree, which we have, that's our knowledge. But here, Krishna talks about something different. Krishna talks about understanding the difference between spirit and matter. That's knowledge. Understanding the difference between spirit and matter. So Krishna here is not saying, or Prabhupada has not explained that don't take material education or not. It's not that. He's saying that we have to be wise both spiritually as well as materially. Just material knowledge is not enough. The spiritual knowledge as well is important. So the understanding of spirit is important. So that's knowledge. That is jnana. And then the third one is asammoha, which is freedom from doubt and illusion. So, one of the greatest illusions sometimes we have is that, everything is nice and happy in this world, and I can be happy in this world. But the real happiness, if you see, so there is one thing which I heard somewhere, and it was really very profound. Every happiness is pregnant with future sufferings. Every happiness is pregnant with future suffering. Just apply it to any happiness, and this formula is true. Apply it to car. Like you have a new car and you are like very happy, a new member in the family. Sometimes people call car as new member in the family, and then you are so worried about it. You are parking, you are just taking at night, you are getting up. So is it there or it has gone? Isn't it? Has it got scratched? I remember when we got our new car, my husband was like, you do make sure you park properly, and he used to be very careful. He used to call me, have you reached? Have you parked properly? And I used to also go early to office so that when I park, I have two bays vacant so that I can park nicely and I can take my own time. So every happiness is pregnant with future sufferings. Anything you take and apply this formula, it is always true. So that is our, it is called asammoha, that we have that illusion that these things, these material things will give me happiness. But then that is kshanik, flickering, and then later on it goes and something. Then you want something else, and then you feel that, oh, this is what I was dying for. It's not having that of a value, and then you have something new to look for, and then you chase that, and then you keep on chasing. If you look back 10 years back and then just see what I was mad about at that time. Oh, this, and now I have everything. And then you think like, oh, this was it. For this, I was really so eager about to have these things, but now I have, and it doesn't give me happiness anymore. And then that is when instead of going outward, we have to start going inward and see how I can be happy. And then Krishna also, Prabhupada also explains here that philosophy kills illusion. So this illusion which we have, that this thing will give me happiness, that a new job will give me happiness, or a promotion will give me happiness. So this illusion will be killed by philosophy. So when we understand Shastra, when we understand the depth of it, then we understand that, okay, this is kshanik, this is flickering, and this is just for that moment, and it is not going to give me fulfilling happiness. And it is just a chase behind, it's like a carrot, like that. The next one is Kshama. So Kshama is like quite straightforward, forgiveness. But again here, Prabhupada is not saying to just forgive and forget. Remembering is very important. Yeah, when we forgive something or somebody or some situation, we should not forget that situation. Otherwise, we have not learned anything from that. And then the same lesson we will have to go through the same lesson again. So we have to wholeheartedly forgive, but then we shouldn't forget it. We should remember the lesson from it and then apply it every time we go through same situation again. So that is Kshama, forgiveness. And then we have Satyam, truth. So Prabhupada says here, let me read this from truth. Satyam, truthfulness, means that the facts should be presented as they are for the benefit of others. Facts should not be misrepresented. According to social conventions, it is said that one can speak truth only when it is palatable to others. But that is not truthfulness, isn't it? People say that, oh, it should be, it is, when we are in a workplace or something like that, of course we have to follow these things, but then it is not actually truth, is it? It is not, isn't, and that's why you see there's so many issues at workplace and things. So Prabhupada is saying here that that is not truthfulness. When you think that I should not say it because it is not palatable, so I should not say it. So that's not truthfulness. The truth should be spoken in a straightforward way so that others will understand actually what the facts are. If a man is thief and if people are warned that he is thief, that is truth, isn't it? Although sometimes the truth is unpalatable, one should not refrain from speaking it. Truthfulness demands that the facts be presented as they are for benefit of others. That is definition of truth. So that is very beautifully Prabhupada has given here. And one of the example which, and that's why you would see that whenever you take advice from sadhus, they would always refer to Shastra because they don't want to give you wrong information, something coming from their heart or something, because it could be speculation, it could be their own mind. So that's why they always refer to Shastra. Sadhus always refer to Shastra because they know that for a given situation, if you're asking for help, then only Shastra can give you correct advice like that. So here we can take an example of a doctor. Like if a doctor doesn't tell us, for example, if we are overweight and just because it is not palatable, he is not telling us that you really have to look at your health because your parameters are not looking quite good, then it is injustice against a patient, isn't it? So that is one of the beautiful example of truthfulness on how it should be always practiced, even if it is not palatable. And then there is damba, which is a control of senses. So keeping our senses in check or keeping our senses in control. So the five senses which we have, they are more outward and they are more of giving you information for your survival. But they also can cause havoc. Especially when your mind is let loose, then all your senses could really create issue within ourselves. So here Krishna is talking about damba, which is a controlling of senses. And so keeping our senses away from things which are not favorable for spiritual progress. So anything which comes between you and Krishna, that should be avoided. So that is a basic, simple logic. Anything which comes between you and Krishna is not favorable. Yeah. So, and then next is sukha or happiness. So experience of a favorable situation as per mind is happiness. This is so nice, isn't it? Sukha or dukh. So, they keep on changing. And ananda is different. Ananda is ever increasing. That's bliss. And this is sukh dukh. Because after sukh comes, dukh will come because then that's the pattern. So, say for example, if I love gulab jamuns and I eat 1, 2, and 3, maybe the third one, I won't be able to, finish it. So then that sukh becomes dukh, isn't it? Just in like moments. So that is explanation of sukh and dukh over here. That anything where your mind feels that this is favorable becomes happiness. So now the weather is like just right, but sometimes it is very cold, then it is dukh. But the same cold when when it is very hot. The same cold, when it is very hot and boiling, you feel like, oh, wow, it should rain. Somehow it should rain, like that. And then, the opposite. So this keeps on going around and around. So it is mind's favorable position. So there was one of the story which I heard from, I don't know from where I heard, but this particular sadhu, he had some gangrene or something on his finger, and it had to be operated. And this doctor came and he said that, we have to operate it, but it will pain because I have to cut and things. So I'll give you anesthesia. He said, no, don't give me anesthesia. You can do it. And then he went into some meditative state, and this doctor did the thing and cleaned up and everything. And the sadhu didn't even, his face was as, calm as it can be. And then after a couple of months, this doctor again came, and this sadhu was, sleeping. So he felt that last time the whole operation happened, nothing happened to sadhu, so I will remove the dressing. He is anyway sleeping. And then he he touched it, and he's like, he shouted. He's like, that what happened? I thought, you're like, but no, you should have told me. So what he did was, because he was going into that meditative state, he was able to control his mind and go into that zone where then he detaches himself from the body. And then he is able to go through that pain, because then the pain doesn't become suffering. But the doctor didn't understood the science, and then he tried to do it while he was sleeping. He felt that nothing will happen. So that's the definition of sukha and dukkha, which is completely based on how our mind is perceiving that thing at that moment. And then there is, I'm just conscious of time. Okay, we have, there is bhav and abhav, or birth and death. So the cycle of birth and death. We go through the cycles of birth and death. So when we take a birth, we have a purpose. And the purpose is to realize Krishna. So realize divinity and then go back to Krishna. But if we don't realize that purpose, then Krishna keeps on pushing us. If you zoom out and then just look at the arrangements in your life, Krishna is always trying to push you towards him. He is always trying to call you. There are various scenarios you will see in your own life where Krishna was always trying to pull me, and then we have free will, so we do what we want to do, isn't it? So we are those kids who are rebellious, like that. So if we don't realize, then we come again. And how we come? We come based on what we have done in this life. So somebody once told me a very beautiful thing, that the benefits which you are seeing now in your life, like a particular status or a particular financial position or a particular position in society, it is all because of your past karmas. And whatever I am doing now will be responsible for my next life, like that. So we are actually creating our new body. We are actually creating our future self. So now we have a free will. So do we want to create our future self, a body, physical body, to come back again here, or do we want to create a spiritual body where we don't come back and then we go back to Krishna? So that is our free will, what we want to do. Do we want to come back, or we want to go to Krishna? So you have a choice of having a physical body. It could be anything. It could be man, woman, or dog, or any other tree. Or it could be a spiritual body where we will be back with Krishna in the spiritual world, like there in that picture. So that is bhava, abhava. And then we have fear. So fear is suffering of future unfavorable situations. So we are always fearful. Always there is some tension going on, because happiness is pregnant with future suffering. So as soon when there is a happiness, then it comes with an expiry date. The clock has started ticking, isn't it? So we realize that, and then there's always a worry. You have a child, then, will they walk, or, are they properly, are the teeth coming properly or not? Will they talk properly? Then they go to school, will they be safe? Are they getting bullied? And then they become teenager, more problems. And then later on, and somebody like me, even after 40 years, my mom calls me and, gives me a lecture like that. So, some children never grow like that. So, fear is something which is always, because why fear actually, if you deeply think, fear comes because we feel that we are controlling, that I have to do it. Like, I am a mother, I have to take care of my child, I have to take care of house, I have to, I'm in office, I have to do all these things. So like that I am the controlling factor. But as soon as you release that and see that it's Krishna, it's divinity who is all pervading, and he is doing everything, and I'm just instrument in that. Then there is a release, and then there won't be fear actually. Then if anything is happening as per your expectations, Hare Krishna. Things are not happening as per expectations, Hare Krishna. Because because everything is happening by sanction of Krishna, like that. So Prabhupada once gave an example of some African, I don't know, chimpanzees or which type of monkey it was. But in Africa, there is a tree, and the seeds of the tree are as hard as bullets. And these monkeys in that vicinity, they eat this not bullets, but they eat these seeds as if they are eating, peanuts. So you see that everyone's food is there. So Krishna has thought about each and every person. So we are human beings. He has not thought about us. Definitely he has. So that confidence that Krishna will protect, once that confidence is there, then fear vanishes. Then there is no fear. Then fearlessness comes. Look at Prahlad, 5-year-old. What was it? So he was fearless. He was like so fearless. His father was like great demon, and he was trying to kill him, plotting his murder every single day. What all he did, what all he tried. But he was so fearless. What was that confidence? And that confidence, that was trust in Krishna, that Krishna will protect. Krishna will always be there for me. Yeah? So that is a fearlessness. Yeah, but again, Prabhupada also explains here that fearlessness does not mean foolishness. So we should not go and give a hug to tiger like that. He will make you a breakfast or a meal. So that sense needs to be there. Yeah. So foolishness and fearlessness, the little bit of intelligence have to be, we have to use over there. Next is non-violence. So here, the non-violence which has been explained, so normally when we say non-violence, we go on bodily platform, like causing physical pain on somebody, or something like meat eating, so non-violence. So we should not cause violence on animals. But here, Krishna is talking about the internal violence, which sometimes we cause by our words. In fact, if you are guiding somebody, and if you confuse them, that as well is violence. So we should never, when we, if we like children we have in our family, or we have some younger ones, or maybe some friends who are dependent on us for some guidance, because we are always above somebody and below someone, like that. So we should always remember that we should never cause that emotional violence as well. Whenever you see that somebody is coming to you for a guidance, if you are not aware about that aspect, then maybe study and then give them a guidance. Even children, you should always guide them in such a way that when they go out of that conversation, they are more empowered than confused. So you should not confuse people. So that confusion which has been caused, that is actually called violence. So here Krishna is talking about that violence. And while I was just coming to temple, there's a MACD outside, and they will display this happy meal menu. And I'm just thinking that something which has base in cruelty, how can it lead to happiness on your plate? Isn't it? Just a simple thing. Because we have been brainwashed, and the media and everything is like, sometimes when I see these ads, like, the words they'll use, juicy and things for animal flesh, I'm like, it really gives me, makes me violent like that. So that I'm not able to understand that how can something which, so you torture something so much that it lives its life, and then gets converted into a happy meal. So that's really, we really need to think where we are going as a society, isn't it? So that's the physical part of violence. And then the next quality is equanimity. Here Prabhupada is saying that we should not have very strong likes and dislikes. Sometimes I have a 12-year-old, so she'll say, "Mommy, I hate that." I'm like, why do you hate that? Like, hate is such a strong word. Why would you say that I hate it? I hate that particular thing. And then we have a discussion, and then somehow I try to agree with her, or sometimes explain her that maybe some other things can be used. So a very strong likes or dislikes is not good for our spiritual life, our spiritual progress. So that's something which we have to take care of when we endeavor in our life. And then there is satisfaction. So satisfaction, and we spoke about it in fearlessness, that when we feel that Krishna will protect, then we are always in a state of satisfaction. So anything goes as per the plan or does not go as per the plan, we are fine, we are okay, because we know that it's Krishna's plan, and definitely Krishna is more intelligent than me. So let his plan work instead of my plan working. So that's something which which will allow us to always be in that satisfaction state, and then positively endeavor towards doing best, because Krishna doesn't like procrastination. So we should not be lazy. And the next one is austerity. So austerity is something like when you do fasts, when you do something for Krishna, or when you chant, when you spend some time for Krishna. So if somebody says, I love you, and then that's just words and they're not doing anything about it, then it's, like you come here and you're like, Krishna, I really love you, but you don't do anything for him. So that's not really love. So that's just, joy exercise, really. So when we say that we love him, when we say that, Krishna, thank you so much that you have given me so much in my life, I'm not really deserving, you have to return. And in that return, you have to do something for him. You have to spend some time reading. So Bhagavad Gita, he has given this text to us. So we have to read what he has said. So these are God's words. So we have to read it. We have to chant his name. So we have to spend time. So when we chant, we invest our time. Time is money, isn't it? When we are investing time into Krishna, he knows that, oh, you are spending some time. You spent 10 minutes for me. Thank you so much. And then you will see how he reciprocates. And you will see his hand in your life. So austerity is, again, we do in any other relationship as well. Husband and wife or child, isn't it? When we, for our child as well, if they are not well, we get up at night. We can't even sleep. So there is love between us and child. So why that love is not there between us and Krishna? Because he is the eternal Father. This child, this soul is my child in this life. Next life, we don't know where that soul will be. So, but Krishna is always going to be my eternal Father. In this life or next life, and for so many millions of life, I have taken birth. So that understanding we need to have. And, that understanding which we previously saw, that illusion is killed by philosophy. So we have to understand the Shastra, and through Shastra, then these concepts will start becoming clear. And then we are able to give respect to things the way they deserve the respect. For example, if we have Rishi Sunak coming here, Okay, and then there is a local MP as well. So both of them are there. And then, say for example, somebody is going and trying to garland MP. What will the MP say? Oh no, Rishi Sunak is there. First you go and garland him because he is more respectable. So you should do that first and then come to me, like that. So when we understand the Shastra, we understand what is the status of what in our life. So the relationships we have, our life, we are able to then put things on priority. Otherwise, we go into illusion, and then you see that, it causes a lot of pain. So that's austerity. And then there is charity. So in charity, it is said that we should give at least 50% of our income in charity. So which is so hard, isn't it, for most of us to even think 50%, how will I survive? How will I pay my bills? So you think that Shastras have said this, but if you do that, 50% is a big number. And if you do give 50% of it to charity, then when you work, you don't work for yourself, then you work for Krishna. When you work for divinity, then you know that, oh, I have to, and then you do more, like that. So, so we have to give. Giving is very important. It is release, as well as it gives us, it puts us into what do we say? Because if you see, we are always taking. COVID has shown us, the oxygen supply, which was less. It has shown us we are breathing all the time, day in and day out. One, inhale, exhale, and inhale is not there, gone, poof, isn't it? So delicate, so fragile we are, but we take it for so much granted that Krishna has provided everything. One day sun doesn't come, what will happen? So everything we have taken for granted. So all these things which Krishna has provided and which we are taking for free, we should start giving towards it, to whatever capacity you can. So charity doesn't just mean the monetary, but you can also say, for example, Seva Dan, we say, isn't it? So you can do volunteering work like that. And then I'm just trying to see if we have anything. There is a lot to cover, though. Yeah. Yes, I think what we can do is we can open up for questions, if anyone has any questions, and I'll try my best to answer. Maybe we can, before that, I can quickly summarize. So we looked at chapter 10, verse 4 and 5 of Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 10, the title of the chapter is The Opulence of Absolute, where Krishna is talking about his opulence, what all he has. And then he lists all these qualities which we discussed: intelligence, knowledge, asammoha, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction. So we discussed all these qualities. Then we saw that how good and bad both come from Krishna. Why does bad come from Krishna? Ye yatha mam prapandyante, which means what you want, Krishna will give you. Krishna gives you an intelligence to pick up a cigarette packet. The same, the same energy will also give you intelligence to come to temple. Yeah, so it is our free will which we apply over there. Krishna provides everything which we want. So we have to depend on Krishna. And when we are dependent on Krishna, when we have full confidence, when we are Krishna confident, then there is no fear. Then we become like Prahlad Maharaj, who is a fearless 5-year-old, not worried about anything, but he knows that Krishna will protect him, like that. Yeah? Yes, any questions if we have? Before we close, we will have Aarti now at 7 o'clock. No questions? Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Is there someone coming or no one? Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji ki, Shri Shri Gauranitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We're now going to sing the Gaura Arti. If you don't know the words, they're up there on the screen in the top right corner. Hare Krishna. Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Koshobha. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Koshobha. Janavi Tatavane Jagamanalobha. Janavi Tatavane Jagamanalobha. Dakhineni Taicha Bame Gadadhara. Dakhineni Taicha Bame Gadadhara. Nikate Advaita Srinivasa Chatradhara. Nikate Advaita Srinivasa Chatradhara. Bosi Ache Gora Chan Ratna Simhasane. Bosi Ache Gora Chan Ratna Simhasane. Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane. Chamaradulaya. Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadigaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadigaya. Shankha baje, ghanta baje, baje karatala. Shankha baje, ghanta baje, baje karatala. Madhura Medanga baje, Paramarasala. Madhura Medanga baje, Paramarasala. Shankha baje, ghanta baje, madhur 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 baje. 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 Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Bahu kati chandajini vadana ujvala. Bahu koti chandajini vadana ujvala. Gala deshe vanamala kore jalamala. Gala deshe vanamala kore jalamala. Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Garagada. Shiva Shuka Narada Preme Garagada. Bhaktivedanta deke Godara Sampada. Bhaktivedanta deke Godara Sampada. Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati ko shobha. Janavi tatavane jagamanalobha. Gaurange arotik shobha jaga janamana lobha. Gaurange arotik shobha jaga janamana lobha. Gaurange arotik shobha jagat janamana lobha. Gaurange arotik shobha jagat janamana lobha. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura, Haribo. Nitai Gaura, Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura, Haribo. Nitai Gaura, Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Hare Krishna. So we're just going to recite some prayers. So if everybody can bend down, if possible. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Shata Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtotara Shata Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham ki Ganga Mai ki Yamuna Mai ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. So we'll now just have some final prayers to Lord Nrsingadev for our protection.
Namaste Narasingaya Prahlad Daine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatanka Nakhalai Hito Narsingo Parato Narsingo Yato Yato Yamitato Narsingo Bahir Narsingo Hridaye Narsingo Narasingamadim Sharanam Prapate Avakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipo Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadish जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवद्रीता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवद्रीता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा श्रीला प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा श्रीला गुरुदेवा निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
I need 2 or 3 or 4 individuals who are happy to lift a few barriers. Everyone? I need to lift some barriers. Anyone need to help? Assist? You want help? Yeah. Alright, so what we do? Anyone else?
Once a month.
spiritual life. But if you don't mind, I'll take a number and I'll send you some details. We're going to be interviewing Bishop. We're going to just be interviewing the quick a little bit more into the story. I'll send you, because I don't know if we're in any music. You probably see it in just